Welcome to our deep dive into Heat Force Limited.
Oh, cool.
You sent over a whole bunch of documents about this Christchurch company.
Yeah.
And they're,
Lots of information.
they are jam-packed with info about heat pump solutions.
Wow.
We're talking sales,
Let's go over
installation,
that.
brands, services, the works.
All right, so it looks like we're really going to be uncovering what makes Heat Force stand out in the market.
Okay, so let's just start with Heat Force itself.
Okay.
What's the story behind this company?
Well, they were founded in January 2013.
Okay.
So they've got over a decade of experience under their belt. What's interesting is their team.
Okay.
Not only are they authorized service agents for all the major brands,
Wow.
they have qualified technicians with over 30 years of combined experience.
Wow.
They handle everything.
That's a lot.
From installation to repairs and maintenance.
Okay, so speaking of expertise,
Yep.
you mentioned they're authorized agents for major brands. What brands are we talking about here?
You name it, they've got it. Daikin, Mitsubishi Electric,
Oh, wow.
Fujitsu, Panasonic, Hitachi. It's quite impressive.
It's like a heat pump haven.
It is.
But it's not just about the quantity of brands.
Right.
Each brand has its own specialties.
Absolutely. It's all about finding the right fit
Yeah.
for your specific needs.
Okay.
For example, Daikin's Alira series
Okay.
has built-in Wi-Fi and this cool thing called streamer technology.
Streamer technology. I have to admit, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
What is so special about that?
It's their advanced air purification system.
Okay.
Imagine like a superpowered air filter that captures dust, pollen, even viruses.
Oh, wow.
On the other hand, Mitsubishi Electric focuses on quiet operation,
Okay.
which might appeal to you if noise is a concern.
Right. Speaking of concerns, I'm already feeling a bit overwhelmed by all these
You
options.
can imagine.
Is there any brand or feature that's really grabbing your attention at this point?
Well, Heat Force is also highly rated on top reviews, and it's not just about the star rating. It's that customers consistently praise their personalized approach and willingness to go the extra mile, whether it's explaining complex technical details or accommodating unique installation needs.
Okay.
That kind of dedication to customer satisfaction really stands out.
That's a really great point, right?
Yeah.
It's not just about the product.
Right.
It's about the service.
Exactly.
And speaking of service, Heat Force offers more than just selling units, right?
You're right.
What else?
They provide free in-home consultations, which I think is a fantastic service, especially for those who are feeling a bit lost in the world of heat pumps.
Yeah, definitely. Having an expert come in
Yeah.
and assess your specific needs can make that decision-making process a lot smoother.
Yeah,
And they handle professional installation too, right?
they do. Plus, they source spare parts directly from the manufacturers at wholesale prices. Okay.
Which potentially translates to more affordable repairs. It's definitely something to consider.
That's a huge plus. Now let's shift gears a bit
Okay.
and talk about different types of heat pump systems. We've touched on individual units,
Yeah.
but what about those who want to heat and cool their entire home?
Yeah. Good point.
That's where ducted heat pump systems come in, right?
Exactly. Ducted systems are designed for whole home climate control.
Okay.
They offer a discrete design with most of the hardware tucked away in the ceiling space.
So no more bulky wall units. That's a win in my book.
Definitely.
Are there any other advantages
Wow.
to ducted systems?
They're known for their quiet operation
Okay.
and even temperature distribution throughout the home. No more cold spots or rooms that are too hot.
That sounds like the ultimate comfort. It seems like Heat Force covers all the bases. They've got individual units, ducted systems, and even expertise in things like swimming pool heat pumps.
HRV system servicing and energy recovery ventilation systems. They really are a one-stop shop
It seems like it.
for all your heating and cooling needs.
I'd have to agree with you there. They seem to have a solution for every situation.
But let's get down to brass tacks.
Okay.
How do you actually choose the right heat pump system
Yeah.
for your home? What factors should you consider?
Well, it starts with understanding your needs. Do you want to heat and cool a single room,
Okay.
multiple rooms, or your entire home? That's the first decision point.
So once you've kind of determined the scope, then what's next?
The next step is to consider the size of the space. You want to heat or cool.
Okay.
Heat pumps are rated in terms of heating and cooling capacity, which is measured in kilowatts.
Okay.
The higher the capacity, the more powerful the heat pump.
So a larger room would need a heat pump with a higher capacity.
Precisely.
Uh-huh.
And here's where things get a bit more technical.
Oh boy.
The heat pump models and capacities document that Heat Force provided actually includes a table that shows how heating and cooling capacity relates to room size and stud height.
Stud height.
Yeah.
Now, that's something I wouldn't have thought of.
It plays a role because it affects the volume of air in the room, which, in turn, influences the heat pump's ability to effectively heat or cool the space.
Okay.
A room with high ceilings might need a more powerful heat pump even if the floor area is the same as a room with standard height.
Okay.
That's why Heat Force emphasizes the importance of an in-home consultation to assess your home's unique characteristics.
That's a great insight. It's clear that choosing a heat pump involves more than just picking a brand or model.
Yeah.
You really need to consider
A lot of factors.
the specifics of your home and your needs.
Absolutely. And we haven't even touched on the different features that heat pumps offer, like Wi-Fi control, air purification, and even voice control. We'll delve into those in more detail as we continue our deep dive.
Oh, I can't wait. It seems like we're just scratching the surface of this whole heat pump world.
Yeah.
You mentioned features like Wi-Fi control, voice control. Are those kind of becoming standard in most heat pump models these days?
You know, it's fascinating how quickly technology integrates itself into our everyday lives.
Yeah.
While not standard across all models. Those features are certainly becoming more prevalent, especially with those seeking energy efficiency and convenience.
Well, speaking of energy efficiency, there was something else in these documents that caught my eye.
Okay.
It's called Energy Recovery Ventilation, or ERV.
Yeah.
Can you shed some light on this for our listener and me?
Sure.
Like, what exactly is it and why is it important?
So imagine this.
Okay.
It's a chilly winter evening in Christchurch.
Okay.
Your heat pump is keeping your home warm and toasty.
Yeah.
But you also need fresh air.
Right.
Traditionally, you'd open a window.
Right.
But then all that precious heat escapes, right?
It's a constant battle between comfort and energy bills.
Totally.
Especially during those colder months.
Especially.
That's where ERV systems come in, right? What do?
They continuously ventilate your home with fresh air.
Okay.
While simultaneously extracting stale, humid air.
So you're getting fresh air without sacrificing warmth and energy efficiency.
Exactly.
It sounds like a win-win situation.
It really is.
So it's not just about energy savings either.
No.
ERV systems help control moisture, which is especially important in climates like Christchurch that can be quite damp.
Very true.
Right? And excess moisture can lead to mold and mildew.
Exactly.
Which can impact both your health and the structural integrity of your home.
Exactly.
So ERV systems help keep your home dry, healthy, and comfortable, especially if you have allergies or respiratory issues.
Yeah.
Okay, so this brings us back to ducted heat pump systems. We talked about their benefits in terms of discrete design, quiet operation, and even temperature distribution.
Yeah.
But I understand there are some really advanced features available with these systems.
There are, Heat Force mentions a system called AirTouch 5.
AirTouch 5, okay.
Have you heard of that?
I have not, but I'm eager to learn more.
So it's a smart zone control system that takes ducted systems to a whole other level.
Okay.
Imagine this. You have wireless thermostats in each room that communicate with a master controller.
Okay.
This master controller then adjusts the airflow to each zone to maintain the desired temperature.
Oh, so you could potentially have different temperatures.
Exactly.
In different rooms.
You got it. And it gets even more impressive. The AirTouch 5 system has built-in Wi-Fi.
Wow.
It can be controlled through an app on your phone or tablet.
That is amazing.
You can adjust your home's temperature from anywhere.
Wow. That's incredibly convenient, especially if you want to come home.
For a perfectly heated or cooled house.
Exactly. Yeah.
But what about those who maybe aren't as tech-savvy?
Good point.
Is it user-friendly for everyone?
Well, what's remarkable is you can also control it with your voice using Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa.
Oh, wow.
It's all about creating a seamless and personalized experience.
It really sounds like something out of a futuristic movie.
A little bit, yeah.
And it aligns perfectly with this whole trend we're seeing of smart homes and the desire for greater control over our living environments.
Absolutely. It's fascinating how these technologies are shaping the way we live and interact with our homes.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about those who might not be ready to embrace a fully integrated smart home system.
Right.
There's still plenty of heat pump options available that offer simplicity and ease of use.
Right. It's all about finding that balance, right?
Yeah.
Between the technology and the practicality.
Exactly.
Now let's shift our focus back to HeatForce.
And their offerings. We've talked about their range of brands, services, and even some advanced features.
Right.
But what about their pricing?
Yeah.
Cost is always a factor, especially when considering larger investments like heat pumps.
You're right, and HeatForce understands that.
Okay.
They emphasize their competitive pricing
Okay.
and offer flexible payment options, including online credit card payments and potential mortgage top-up financing through certain banks.
Okay, that's helpful to know.
Yeah.
That makes these systems more accessible
It
to a
does.
wider range of customers.
Definitely.
But even with financing options, I'm always looking for ways to save money
Of course.
on energy bills.
Yeah.
Does HeatForce provide any guidance
They do.
on how to use heat pumps efficiently?
In their top tips section,
Okay.
they highlight simple but effective practices like adjusting airflow direction,
Okay.
optimizing fan speed settings,
Right.
and ensuring regular filter maintenance.
Those all sound like pretty practical tips. They are, yeah. That anyone can implement.
Yeah.
Are there any other kind of suggestions they offer?
One thing that stood out to me was their advice on the boost button.
The boost button.
Yeah, it's tempting to use it to quickly heat or cool a room,
Right.
but they caution against overusing it.
Okay.
It can actually reduce overall efficiency
Okay.
and increase energy consumption.
That's a good point. Sometimes patience pays off.
It does,
Yeah.
Bill.
Especially when it comes to energy savings.
Definitely.
Speaking of patience,
Yeah.
I noticed that HeatForce has a comprehensive FAQ section in their materials.
Oh, cool.
It addresses common concerns like water dripping from the unit
Uh-huh.
and strange noises that heat pumps sometimes make.
Makes sense, yeah.
It's quite reassuring to see them proactively address these concerns
Yeah.
and provide practical solutions and insights. It's almost like they're anticipating our questions
Right.
before we even ask them.
It definitely instills a sense of confidence in their knowledge and expertise. And, it's interesting how HeatForce doesn't shy away from explaining the more technical aspects of heat pumps. They seem to have a knack for breaking down complex information in a way that's easy to understand.
Absolutely. They're really demystifying
Yeah.
the world of heat pump,
They are.
making it accessible to everyone.
It's like they're saying,
Yeah.
hey, we know this stuff can seem complicated,
Yeah.
but we're here to guide you through it.
I love that approach.
Yeah.
It's not about overwhelming you with technical jargon,
Right.
but empowering you with the knowledge to make informed decisions.
Exactly. I think that's a key takeaway from this deep dive so far. HeatForce is more than just a supplier of heat pump units.
Right.
They're a source of knowledge and support, guiding you through every step of the process, from choosing the right system
Yeah.
to understanding how to use it effectively.
And they're constantly evolving and adapting to the latest technologies,
Yeah, definitely.
as evidenced by their expertise in things like smart zone control systems and energy recovery ventilation.
It's impressive how they've managed to stay ahead of the curve while maintaining their commitment to customer satisfaction. It speaks volumes about their dedication to the industry and their community.
Now, I know we've been talking a lot about the technical aspects of heat pumps.
Yeah.
But there's also a human element to this story, right?
Right.
HeatForce is a family-owned business,
That's right.
and I'm curious to learn more about the people
Yeah.
behind the company.
Well, it's important to acknowledge the individuals who make up this team. They have key staff members like Hamish Martin, the sales manager and one of the directors,
Okay.
and Ian Wickens, the service manager and also a director. They also have a team of skilled technicians,
Okay.
installers, and sales consultants all working together to provide excellent service.
It's really inspiring to see a local business like HeatForce
It is.
thriving and making such a positive impact
Yeah.
in the community.
Yeah.
Their story is a reminder that behind every successful company
Yeah.
are dedicated individuals
Right?
who are passionate about their work and committed to serving their customer.
Absolutely. It's that personal touch
Yeah.
that sets them apart from larger, more impersonal corporations.
Speaking of personal touch, HeatForce goes beyond just providing information and services. They seem to genuinely care about helping people create comfortable and energy-efficient homes.
I agree. Their top tips section and their comprehensive FAQ section are prime examples of their commitment to empowering customers with knowledge. They want you to not only have the right heat pump, but also to use it effectively and get the most out of your investment.
It's really refreshing to see a company that prioritizes education and long-term customer satisfaction.
Absolutely. And you know what? It goes beyond just saving money on energy bills.
Yeah.
It's about creating a sustainable future for ourselves and future generations.
That's a really powerful thought.
Yeah.
By choosing energy-efficient heating and cooling solutions.
Yeah.
We're not only making our homes more comfortable,
Right.
but also contributing to a healthier planet.
It's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah.
And HeatForce seems to be at the forefront of this movement, promoting sustainable practices and empowering people to make eco-conscious choices.
It's inspiring to see a company that aligns their business goals with environmental responsibility.
I agree.
Now, let's delve a bit deeper into the technical side of things.
Okay.
You mentioned the heat pump models and capacities document earlier.
Yeah.
It seems like a valuable resource,
It is.
but it's also a bit overwhelming
It can be.
with all the different models and specifications.
It can be a lot to take in.
Yeah.
But it highlights the importance of doing your research and choosing the right model for your specific needs. And that's where HeatForce's expertise really shines.
Right.
They can help you navigate all those options and find the perfect fit for your home and your budget.
That's reassuring to know.
Yeah.
So let's explore some of those models
Okay.
and their unique features.
Okay.
For instance, you mentioned Dakin's Alera series earlier.
Right.
Can you give our listener a bit more insight into what makes those models stand out?
Sure. Remember that Dakin Alera model with the impressive streamer technology we talked about?
Yeah.
The FTXM25.
Okay.
Well, it's not just about air purification. This model also boasts a heating capacity of 3.2 kilowatt
Okay.
and a cooling capacity of 2.5 kilowatt, making it suitable for smaller to medium-sized rooms.
So it's compact, efficient, and comes with advanced air purification.
Exactly.
That sounds like a pretty compelling package.
It is. And the best part is it's priced very competitively, coming in at around $700 to $995.
Wow. That's quite affordable, especially considering all the features it offers.
I know, right? But if you need more power, HeatForce also offers the FTXM60WV MR XM60W VMA model in the Alera series. This one has a heating capacity of 7.2 kilowatt and a cooling capacity of 6.0 watt, making it ideal for larger spaces.
So there's an Alera model for everyone.
Exactly.
Regardless of their room size or heating and cooling needs.
And both models come with built-in Wi-Fi and streamer technology.
Okay.
So you don't have to compromise on convenience
Right.
or air quality.
It seems like Dakin has really thought of everything.
Seems like it, yeah.
When designing this series. But let's not forget about the other brands that HeatForce offers.
Yeah. Good point.
They each have their own strengths and specialties, right?
Absolutely. For example, Mitsubishi Electric is known for their Whisper Quiet technology.
Okay.
Which might be a decided factor for those who prioritize peace and quiet in their homes.
I could see how that would be appealing.
Yeah.
Especially if you're sensitive to noise.
Right.
Or live in a smaller space where the noise travels easily.
Exactly. And then you have Fujitsu.
Yeah.
Which is renowned for their energy efficiency and reliability.
It's fascinating how each brand has kind of carved out its own niche in the market.
Yeah, definitely.
Catering to different preferences and priorities.
Exactly.
It makes the selection process even more interesting.
It really does. And it highlights the importance of having a knowledgeable guide like HeatForce to help you navigate the options and find the perfect match for your needs.
Speaking of knowledgeable guides.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on the overall message HeatForce is conveying.
Okay.
What's the key takeaway for our listener?
You know what strikes me is their genuine commitment to customer satisfaction.
Okay.
It's evident in everything they do, from their personalized consultations to their detailed explanations and helpful tips. They want you to feel informed, empowered, and confident in your heat pump decision.
It's like they're saying, we're not just here to sell you a product. We're here to be your trusted partner in creating a comfortable and energy-efficient home.
Exactly. They're building relationships,
right?
Not just transactions, and that's a refreshing approach in today's business world.
I couldn't agree more. Now let's shift gears a bit. Talk about something we touched on earlier, energy recovery ventilation.
Right.
You painted a really vivid picture of its benefits. but I'd like to delve a bit deeper into how these systems actually work.
Okay, so remember that heat exchanger we talked about?
Yeah.
Well, that's where the magic happens. The outgoing air and incoming fresh air pass through separate channels in the heat exchanger,
Okay.
but they don't mix.
Okay, so how does that heat transfer actually occur?
It's all about surface area and thermal conductivity.
Okay.
The heat exchanger is designed to maximize the surface area where the two air streams come into close proximity.
Okay.
The heat energy from the warmer outgoing air is then conducted through the material of the heat exchanger to the cooler incoming air.
That's fascinating. So it's like a silent exchange of energy, ensuring that the fresh air entering your home is preheated and pre-cooled.
Exactly. On the season.
Precisely. And the beauty of it is that it all happens automatically without you having to lift a finger.
So it's efficient, convenient, and it helps maintain a comfortable indoor environment. What's not to love?
Well, there are a few things to consider. ERV systems are typically more expensive than traditional ventilation methods. And they require professional installation. But if you're looking for optimal energy efficiency, improved indoor air quality, and a healthier home overall, they're definitely worth exploring.
That makes sense. It's an investment
It is.
in your comfort and well-being.
Yeah.
And speaking of investment, what kind of price range are we looking at for these systems?
HeatForce mentions that their HFV 350 system, which is specifically designed for New Zealand homes, typically costs between $4,500 and $5,500 fully installed.
Okay, so it's not a small purchase.
Right.
But it's important to consider the long-term benefits, right? Exactly.
Like reduced energy bills and improved health outcomes.
Absolutely. And it aligns perfectly with the growing trend of creating healthier and more sustainable homes.
It's like investing in your future comfort and the well-being of your family.
Exactly. And speaking of the future, imagine a scenario where your heat pump system, ventilation, and even your hot water heating are all seamlessly integrated and controlled from your phone.
That sounds incredible.
Right.
Like a truly smart and efficient home.
It is.
That anticipates your needs.
It's not that far-fetched. With advancements in smart home technology, we're moving closer to that reality every day. And companies like HeatForce, with their focus on innovation and customer service, are leading the way.
Okay, so we've explored HeatForce's services.
Yeah.
The different heat pump brands, those incredible ducted systems, and the wonders of energy recovery ventilation. I feel like I've learned so much.
Me too.
But before we wrap up, I want to leave our listener with something to ponder.
Oh, cool. Hit us with your provocative thought.
We've talked about smart home technology and how it's changing the way we live.
Right.
But what if we take it a step further?
Okay.
Imagine a future where your heat pump system learns your habits and preferences.
Wow.
Automatically adjusting the temperature and ventilation for optimal comfort and energy efficiency.
Oh, wow.
No more fiddling with thermostats. Or remembering to change filters.
That's amazing.
That's something for our listener to think about.
Wow. That's a future I can get behind. A truly intelligent home that anticipates your needs.
Yeah.
It raises an important question. How will artificial intelligence and machine learning continue to shape the future of home comfort and energy management?
And if you're in the Christchurch area and are considering a heat pump, definitely check out HeatForce.
Definitely.
Happy heat and cooling.
It really is exciting to think about those possibilities, isn't it?
Yeah.
The way technology is advancing.
Yeah.
Who knows what the future holds for home comfort?
Right. We might be living in those self-regulating, energy-efficient homes sooner than we think.
Yeah, definitely.
But for now, let's focus on what we can do today.
Right.
Based on everything we've uncovered about HeatForce, it seems like they're the perfect partner.
They do.
To help navigate these choices.
Absolutely. They're a local company with deep roots in the Christchurch community, and they've built a solid reputation for expertise, reliability, and that personalized touch that makes all the difference.
And let's not forget their commitment to sustainable practices.
Yeah, definitely.
They're not just talking the talk, they're walking the walk.
They are.
By promoting energy-efficient solutions. And educating customers about how to make eco-conscious choices.
Yeah. It's refreshing to see a company that prioritizes both customer satisfaction and environmental responsibility. They're setting a great example for other businesses in the industry.
I think what's really impressed me is their dedication to transparency. They don't shy away from explaining the more technical aspects
Right.
of heat pumps.
Yeah.
And they're upfront about costs and financing options. They're empowering you to make an informed decision, not just pushing a sale.
I agree. They've laid everything out on the table, so to speak. They've provided you with the information you need to understand how heat pumps work, the different brands and models available, and the factors to consider when choosing the right system for your home.
And they've even anticipated common concerns with their comprehensive FAQ section, addressing everything from water dripping to strange noises. It's like they've thought of everything.
It's clear that they want you to feel comfortable and confident throughout the entire process, from the initial consultation to the installation and beyond. They're not just selling you a product. They're investing in a long-term relationship with you as a customer.
And that's a key differentiator in today's market.
It is.
Right? It's about building trust and fostering loyalty, not just chasing quick transactions.
Exactly.
And HeatForce seems to understand that implicitly.
They're not just a company. They're a community of experts who are passionate about what they do and genuinely care about helping people create comfortable and energy-efficient homes.
It's been an incredibly insightful deep dive.
It has.
And I feel like I've gained a wealth of knowledge about heat pumps and the factors to consider when choosing the right system.
Me too. And I think it's safe to say that HeatForce has earned a well-deserved reputation as a trusted and reliable source for all things heat pumps in the Christchurch area.
Absolutely. If you're considering a heat pump, whether it's for a single room, your entire home, or even your swimming pool, I highly recommend reaching out to HeatForce.
Definitely.
They'll guide you through the process and help you find the perfect solution for your needs and budget.
And who knows, maybe someday soon we'll all be living in those intelligent homes we talked about. Where our heat pumps anticipate our every need and keep us perfectly comfortable year-round.
That's a future I'm excited to embrace. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and stay comfortable.
Absolutely.